Hi. Sorry for the scuff on the ad read. Thank you for the standing ovation. Very sweet. Sorry for the scuff on the ad read. I did my best. Unfortunately, my best is not yet good enough, but that's okay. There's always next time. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. Did you guys like the ad read? I know we have ad reads now, so if you want your name to be in our ad read, feel free to drop a sub. Every sub gets an ad read. But that's about it. I want to figure out a way for me to shout out all the subscribers that I do currently have, but unfortunately, I do not have that data, which is crazy to me considering that should be data that I have. But I hope you enjoy the ad. I did my best. And I hope you're having a wonderful time zone so far. Hi, everybody. How's it going? If you're new here, my name is sinarynn, and I am your host for tonight of our very delightful podcast. I am also not going to speak for very long because today we are going to be talking about you guys. In case you're wondering what we're doing here, we have our very, very lovely, lovely responses from our Hello Mallows podcast. Hello Mallows is a podcast that we have. It's a talk show by you, is what I like to refer it as. It's a talk show by you, and it is a talk show for you. Starting from March, you are going to be voting on the topic that interests you most. February is the last one where I choose the topic. So after this, you guys are going to be choosing by yourself. But this lovely little thing that we have started here is simply how do you say? I am hosting it, but you guys are responding. So the content is coming from you, which I'm very, very excited for. If you are interested in joining us, you can go ahead and check out the link right there, and your responses will be placed up here in just a little bit. But hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Welcome in, welcome in. Arbs, congratulations on redeeming the first. It's good to see you. Frotter, hi. Nexo, hi. Welcome in, welcome in. Naomi, hi. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Arbsy, hi. Enjoy the 15 stream streak. Thank you for being part of this for so long. I appreciate it. Cal, hello. Kaito, hi. Thank you for letting me know that it was muted, by the way. Chipu, hi. Josh, hi. It's good to see you. Kaito, again, hello, hello, hello. Tio, hi. It's good to see you. Thank you for redeeming all the daily blessings. Limi Mini, it's good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Slayer says, I just put on my headset and just heard you will be voting right before I took it off to untangle the cable. Well, you guys will be voting on a select number of prompts for the month of March. So March is going to be a new month. Surprise, surprise, it's coming whether you like it to or not. March is coming. March is coming, you guys. It's coming. Today's the 27th, tomorrow's the 28th. March is coming on Sunday, which is crazy. So nuts. But when March comes, guess what? We will also be having an awesome time because our next Hello Mallows is going to be on, it's going to be on the 27th again. Which, I don't know if you guys know, I like this a lot. I feel like March is going to be a really good month for y'all. I'm manifesting March to be a good month for y'all because did you know for 2 months consecutively right now, the first of the month starts on Sunday? In February, the first of the month started on Sunday. In March now, the first of the month is also starting on Sunday. So we're going pretty much in the same order as we did in February, which to me, it just feels so exciting. It feels so exciting to know that all the months are starting in like the exact same time. It's so nice. It's so nice. I don't know. I'm very excited for it. But yes, to those that are new here and you do not know me, hi, my name is sinarynn. I'm a variety just chatting streamer. I talk about a lot of things. Sometimes I let you in on my little podcast right here. And every single month, you are able to have a little chit chat with me. So I asked you guys to send in a prompt about eternal gratitude, like someone that you are thankful for. We have 4 very awesome responses that I'm very, very keen on getting into right now. And starting in March, I'm going to give you guys like 3 different prompts. You guys are going to be choosing which prompts would do well with, I don't know, which prompts do you think would suit well for the month of March? So very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. I try to keep it thematic as much as I can. For example, like February is Valentine's Day. I didn't really want to go to like the lovey-dovey route just because this podcast isn't filmed during Valentine's Day. But maybe next year I'll do something Valentine's Day related, you know? Who knows? Who knows? But I used to do this. The reason why we started this podcast is because I used to do it every single, I think I used to get like Google form responses for Thanksgiving as well as for Christmas. And I've always thought that it was so much fun doing those responses on Thanksgiving and Christmas that I was like, I kind of want to make it into like a monthly thing. I saw one of my really good friends started doing it too. Maybe it's Yumi. She has her own radio show. And I was like, oh man, I love that she started doing this too. It sounds so amazing. And so I was like, you know what? I want to have my own little spin on it. And something that you might realize from us is we have ourselves a little special. We have it a little differently than she does. Of course, it's going to be a little bit different. But we have 3 different subsections, if you can check. We have an advice corner, we have a theme corner, and then it's just a way for you to get in touch. You know, you can give someone encouragement if you'd like. You can also ask for advice from me if you have. And Mallows are always down for any good advice. But yes, I would like to welcome everybody. Welcome in. How's it going? Nietzsche, hi. Also Forest Goblin, hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to our cozy little talk show. This month, I wasn't able to get anyone to get on the mic, just like last month. Last month, we had such a great time with Cass being part of it. Hopefully next month, we'll also be able to get like more people to record something. But this month, I got a little bit tied up on the end. But I want this talk show to be mostly about you and about your life, you know? So I think it'll be really, really great if we are able to sort of get some responses. I love the little Mallow section. Forrest Goblin says, feel free to just call me Goblin, by the way. Of course! Sounds great. I love that. Thank you for letting me know. But I'm so very excited to get into it. At the end, please stick around because at the end, we are going to be able, I'm going to give you guys some free reign so that way you guys can give us some ideas for next month's podcast and then we're going to go a little vote. Before we start, just as a reminder, a big, big thank you to all the Mallows that have supported us financially. This podcast is sponsored by you. That's right, it's all by you. Nay VT for the 15 months, or for the 15 months. Nay VT for the 15 gifted, Daru for the 1 gifted, Evan for the 1, Full Clip for the 1 gifted. Monthly cheers, we have Evan as well for the 200 bits. Thank you so very much. You are the reason why we all are able to keep getting upgrades to stream and all that stuff. So thank you for all that you do. I can't believe my little hobby is taken off and I get to talk to like so many people from all over the world. It really is just the best, to be quite honest with you. It really is just the best feeling. Anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to do. First of all, welcome in everybody. It's Friday. How are we feeling? How are we feeling for Friday? 3 cheers for Friday. I won't lie, my throat is still feeling some type of way. I'm going to do my best to mute whenever I can. But a little small anecdote from Sinaryn's side. Guys, I have learned that I do not know how to exit conversations nicely. And I may need someone to actually teach me how to do that. I don't know how to exit conversations. So someone will talk to me, or I would talk to someone. And something that I've noticed recently is that I just walk away, which obviously isn't good. This is real life. You can't just walk away. So someone explain to me, how do you exit conversations nicely? My God, because I'm struggling. Hi, Mallow. Hi, Rex. Welcome in. This is our little podcast lounge. This is our little podcast lounge. And look, you guys are right there on the table with me. What do you mean you can't walk away? No, I'm saying that I do just walk away. So the reason why I bring this up is because I've been noticing I'd been noticing. I am noticing and noticing. Today, one of the older students greeted me and was like, "Hi, Miss Sinna, how are you?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "I'm doing just fine." But in my head, I had to go somewhere, and so I just made a little quip of like, "Okay, hi, bye. Like, how's it going? It's good to see you." And then I just walked away. There was no grace in the way that I ended the conversation. It happened again with my coworker where I called her out. I was like, "Hey, how's it going? Like, what are you up to?" And she was like, "I'm just checking out this bulletin board." You know what I did? I walked away. I did. But yeah, my coworker came by and she was like, but yeah, I asked her, I was like, "Hey, how's it going? It's good to see you." My coworker was looking at a bulletin board and she was like, "Oh, like I'm just looking here at this bulletin board." And I walked away. I walked away. I didn't say, okay, I didn't even do any acknowledgement. In my head, I've already acknowledged what had happened, but I should have verbally confirmed that I heard her and went, "Okay, sounds good, bye." And I've started to notice that this happened twice. And I'm starting to realize maybe this actually happens way more than I realize. So now I'm asking you guys for advice. What do you do? How do you close out a conversation nicely? Because I am struggling over here. Toasty, hi, it's good to see you. Kel says NPC behavior. A little bit. I feel like an NPC, genuinely. Forrest says, "I usually check the time, wait a couple of minutes, and then check the time again, and then wait for a little pause and say, 'I have to keep going now. It was so lovely seeing you.'" Oh, I like that. Then you wave and walk away. I like that. That's a very easy way to like close out the conversation, Goblin. That's sweet. Arb says, "I start with welp, and then I tell them I got something to do. See ya." Oh, I like that. Very cool guy, very nonchalant coming from Arbs. Josh says, "Should this be the new way to end stream? Done with stream, just walk away." I might as well. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that if I am done with stream, I go, "All right, bye." Can you imagine if that's what they do? Like, that'd be so crazy. Nobody does that. Nobody just goes, "All right, bye." There has to be like an elegant way of ending a conversation. I feel like I wasn't socialized enough as a child that I do not know how to close out a conversation elegantly. Anyway, I'm currently trying to figure that out. Mellow says, "Mine usually just ends in awkward silence, followed up with, 'So, see you next time.'" I see. Tentacola, hi. Thank you for the brain cell. It's good to see you. Welcome in. So that's my current conundrum. Just like you, I am not a flawless human being. I am not a flawless ending. Like, I'm not a flawless elf, okay? I am someone that is also doing her best trying to figure out how to navigate conversations and social interactions. For one, I do not believe that I am someone that knows how to do it very well. So if you struggle with conversations, just know that we're all learning, together. So don't feel too bad, okay? Art says, "Can you imagine if you did your ending stream to end our convo?" Can you imagine if I do my whole spiel of when I end stream? Because I do have a whole spiel. I have a script. I have a script when I end a person. When I end a person? Hello? When I end stream, I have a whole script. Guys, I am not in the occupation to end people, okay? That is not what I do. My God, the slip of the tongue is horrible today. Natalia, she has a script for murder. My goodness, it's bad. It's really bad. Also, this is me stalling. Guys, make sure that you are, ouch. If you haven't already, come highlight. Come highlight yourself and submit and be part of our podcast if you haven't already. I'm giving you time. I just start slowly giving it signals, like taking a step back, checking the time, and giving some sort of unspoken body signal to the other person so it's not as sudden. Most of the time I'm at work, so I just say, all right, I gotta keep working, see ya, and walk away. Yeah, someone teach me. I don't know, man. Someone teach me. I don't know how to end conversations. I think my script from now on is like, oh, all right. What if that's what I do? What if I just go, oh, all right. I feel like I do pretty good with ending my conversations on Discord. I hope. Arbs, do I do a good job at ending my conversations on Discord? Because I will be honest with you. One of my social pet peeves is someone that joins a Discord call and does not say goodbye. It's my small little pet peeve, like online wise. If you're gonna join a Discord call, say hello. And then when you wanna leave, say goodbye. You don't even have to explain, just say goodbye. You know, even if it's through text. I would like people to say goodbye. I think it's a nice thing to do. Call me Belladonna, hi, it's good to see you. I know, sorry. I'm not in the business of murder. Unless. Tentacola says, I guess people do just use scripts in IRL conversations in a sense. Maybe that's what I need to do. Y'all, I think that's what we all need to do. We need to start scripting our conversations. I think that's the best way to end a conversation, is to just like make a script up in your head. Arb says, I think you do pretty well. You tell me you want to go to bed, you say goodnight and goodbye. Yeah, because we only call at night. We only call at night, you goofball. We need to start calling it like a random, like a better time, you know? I should be calling you randomly. I don't know. I feel like there has to be like a better way. There has to be a better way. Nietzsche says, honestly, I always script my conversations, especially jokes for before hangout. Wait, that's really smart. But I do the same thing. Can I tell you guys? I always script, like let's say I'm about to hang out with a friend. I always think of 3 topics that I'm going to bring up and talk about. So that way I'm not just like staring at the wall. This is my social hack, my socialization hack, is that before you meet anybody, think of 3 things that you want to talk about to this person. And then when the conversation ends, then you can just sort of like ask questions about what they talk about. I'm great at socializing. See you later, Goblin. Have a good lunchtime. Also, Danny, hi, welcome in. It's good to see you. My name is sinarynn. Welcome in, welcome in. Josh says, honestly, I think you should end the call mid-goodbye and keep them on their toes. I'm going to try that, Josh. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that for sure. Rex, thank you so much for the 20 stream streaks. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to start asking my mods to like... I'm going to need to start asking my mods to keep track of like watch streaks from now on. Watch streaks, stream streaks, subs, gifted subs. Because I really want to make sure that when I do my monthly ad reads, it contains all of those. Because it's really nice and helpful for me. Weisel, hello, it's good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it going? How's it going? Again, if you haven't submitted in my podcast, please feel free. That way you'll be able to get your responses read out loud on stream. Josh says, my socializing hack is not to talk and then no one expects it of me. I know, but isn't it nice to talk though? Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice? Weisel, hi! Good morning, sinarynn. I rise Haru to A rank. Congratulations on raising Haru Urara to A rank. You're such a great trainer. We're so proud of you. Art says, what did I miss? Art, we were talking about how to exit conversations naturally. Because I've always wanted to learn how to exit conversations in a natural way. I've never learned how. So I am asking the community, I am asking the lovely Mallows to tell me how to exit conversations in a nice way. How do you exit a conversation? How do you say goodbye to people? That's what I want to know. Anyway, we got our little preamble out of here. I do need to use the bathroom, so I'm going to do a quick little BRB so that way I can go to the bathroom. And when I return, we are going to start chit-chatting about this month's Hello Mallows. Again, if you haven't already, please consider submitting your response to our prompt Eternal Gratitude. And I cannot wait to read your responses in a little bit. Nietzsche says, I'm sleepy. Gotta go. Chabs dulu ya. Oh, I like that. That's fun. Wait, Belladonna, I love the way you end your conversations. If that's how you actually end your conversations, that's W. I got wrenches to fry. Goodbye. All right, you guys, I'm going to go take a little bit of a break. But again, I just want to say thank you to you for watching through the ads. Really appreciate it. And if you are a Mallow that likes to give more, if you are interested in subscribing, you are more than welcome to. That way you can get ad free viewing and you can use my emotes all over Twitch, wherever you would like. Thank you to all of you for subscribing or gifting subs, whatever it may have, because the reason why this podcast is alive and the reason why I am still streaming is because of the generous donations from all of you. Yes, that does include the folks that are watching the ads, because guess what? I still get paid from you watching the ads. So thank you for doing your job. Thank you for doing your absolute best to support me in any way that you can. We'll be right back to read some responses from the stream, and I shall return really slowly. I gotta go pee now. Exclamation point vibes, exclamation point fruity, exclamation point friend shape. Thank you for being here, and I shall return real soon. See ya. Hello. Perfect timing, I think, for me. I don't know. Thank you, everybody, for watching through the ads. I really do appreciate it. Also, RZ, hello. Hello. Look at you go. Cass, hello, Cass. It's good to see you. Welcome in. Ow! Stop biting me. That's so rude. Hi, Kaito. It's good to see you. Are we ready to take a look at some awesome responses from our very lovely community? Shall we take a look? Oh, by the way, can you guys see? I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to move my VTuber for a second here. Look! It says Hello Mallows right there. Isn't that cool? I made a sign and it says Hello Mallows. Yippee! That's you guys. Love the sign. Thank you, Mallow. I appreciate it. All right, are you ready to read some of the responses that we got? Let's go. It's saying hello to plural you, yeah. All the yous. Where is it? Aha! Here we go. Here we are. I'm gonna try to like zoom in a little bit more. Does that help? No, I think this one helps. Our very first response is by Frotter. Hi, Frotter! Thank you so much for submitting a response to our Hello Mallows. And over in the theme corner of Eternal Gratitude, Frotter says, gotta thank my mom for still looking out for me even though I'm old. Oh, I feel that's so hard. My mom does so much for me. By the way, in case you were wondering why I was muted for a little bit there, it is because my mother came in and gave me some medicine. The medicine, I don't know if it's actually for my cough, but I think it's good. I don't know how to take it. It's in Japanese. Do we have any Japanese speakers in chat that could read this medicine for me? W Scorpion Mama? Yeah, W Scorpion Mama. She gave me some Japanese medicine that I can't read. So maybe perhaps I will not take them. Do you guys want to see? Sorry, here's a little aside. Literally in the middle of me streaming. Scorpion Mama just gave me a beautiful, like, medicine. What meds? I don't know. I can't read. Look at this. I can't read. I don't know what this says because it's in Japanese. But Scorpion Mama did give me this. And again, don't know what it says. Don't know what it says. Take a picture with your phone and put it on Google Translate. I'll do that when I'm not streaming. I will do that. But right now I'm streaming. But if you guys really want me to check, I'm going to check right now. Let's go check it out. I'm curious too. Google Translate? Is that what you said? I can take a picture on Google Translate? Let's see what it says. Camera. Take a photo of words to it says Pabloon Gold A. It's a pharmaceutical drug to relieve cold symptoms. Please do not take it. But the first words that I read was, please do not take it. So, should I not take... Guys, I'm going to show this to you guys because this is so funny. Oh, I see. Do not take this medicine if you are one of the following. People who have experienced allergic symptoms due to this drug. Okay, these are all just like warning signs. But what does this drug do? I don't know how long I have to eat it. I'm getting so sidetracked. Sorry, guys. Administration. Okay, I need to screenshot this. I can't see. Okay, let's see. Administration. This is how you take the drug, okay? 15 years and older, 3 tablets at a time. I'm 15 years and older, so I need to take 3. Take with warm water. And there's nothing in here. Oh, I'm allergic to this drug. Well, guys, I can't take it. I'm going to show you what Google Translate says. Nichi, what I want to know is how and where my mom got this drug in the first place. Like, where did she find this? Also, this drug is expiring, like, in March. Do you guys want to see this? Why is my mom giving me expired medication? Medication that I'm also allergic to. Do you see that? It's not expired yet. You know what? That's a very fair point. To be fair, it's not expired yet. You know, it says the 3rd of... That's 3, so that's 2026 3. That means it expires. It expires in 2 days. Oh my god. Okay. You guys, my mom just gave me random Japanese meds in order to help me relieve my cough. I think I've been coughing a lot. And so I think she's like, you know what? I have these random ass meds. You might as well try it out. But the thing is, this med contains an ingredient that I am allergic to. I'm allergic to acetaminophen, in case you don't know. And I don't think she would have been... I don't think she can guess. Considering that everything in this bottle is written in Japanese, she can't read Japanese as far as I know. So she probably doesn't know that I'm allergic to this. Bless her heart. Thank you, Mom, for trying to cure me of the illness. Thank you for trying to relieve me of my cold symptoms and my sore throat and my cough. However, I will not be taking this because I am allergic to this medication. Anybody else? Is this like a common experience for like a lot of Asian kids? Do your parents just somehow give you random medication that they don't know what it contains? And they don't know what it does, but they're just hoping that it does something? Is this like a common occurrence for Asian households, or is this just me? All right, what a silly sidetrack point that we got. Full clip, hi. Polar bear, hi. It's good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. No, I don't think expiration in medication should be a suggestion because that can lead to poisoning. Anyway, my eternal gratitude is also to my mom for trying to cure me. Thank you, Mother, for trying to cure me of my ailments. However, I'm gonna have to say no in taking the medicine that I am allergic to. My pot isn't there, so it's always good medicine. Oh, that's good. Kaito says, it's not a common occurrence for me. They usually get common ones are from a doctor or my aunt who's a doctor right next door. All right. I'm glad that this is not a common occurrence for all of you guys. Frauder also has some very lovely words to send over to the Mallows. Make sure you're listening in. Just as an encouragement to all of you, Frauder says, life is tough, but we Mallows are tougher. Can I get an amen in chat, please? Drop a bunch of amen. Sinarynn, pray. Pray. Give me the prage emotes. Give me the prage. W, yes, you're tough. You guys are tough. We need an amen. Drop some amens in chat. Amen. Thank you. Thank you for the amens. Amen. All the amen. All the amens. Oh, yeah. Now if we change tough to hard, cheapo. It doesn't say hard. It says tough, okay? It doesn't say hard. It says tough. It says tough. It's not hard. That's crazy. Thank you for your response, Frauder. Always appreciate it. Up next is Seth. Aww. Seth, I'm grateful for you for always showing up. We love hanging out with you so much. We love you, and we're so grateful to have you in our community. As a very active member of our community, I should say. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you for being active and kind members to the sinarynn community. Very sweet. Seth says, thank you, Mom and Dad, for always being there and helping me out when I need it. Oh, I love this. There's so many like parental love over in chat right now. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Weisel says, meanwhile, my late grandfather, just eat a wild bitter melon. Yeah, I mean, it's in the name. A bitter melon is very bitter. I don't like bitter melons either. Oh my God, Weisel, me and you are the same. Ooh, we have an advice corner. You guys, are you ready? Are you ready? We have advice corner. We have advice corner. Seth asks, is there a way to overcome being lazy? I sometimes find myself making excuses to not do something, and it's resulted in a project taking years to do instead of 6 to 12 months of me actually being focused on it. Whoa, that's a tough one. Is there a way to cure procrastination? I'm thinking right now. I think my way and your way will be incredibly different. You're being lazy right now, Mallow. Stop being lazy. You're not allowed to be lazy, silly goose. For me, if I need to get something done, I usually tell someone else. For example, I'm currently waiting on one more order right now before I'm able to send off like some of the subathon stuff. Before I'm able to like sort of like drop it into the mail, which I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna go to the post office tomorrow because all the things that I have for the 2 top earners for the sinarynn subathon is finally here, and so I cannot wait to send it all over to you guys. Anyway, I would say my way is if I know I have a deadline on something and it's a very personal thing, so nobody's going to be like on my butt about it, I usually tell a friend. I tell a friend. And I tell a friend that would actually be disappointed if I fail. Like, I love Enoki. Enoki is not going to, like, admonish me for failing, you know? I love Enoki to bits. She's my everything. But Enoki is not going to yell at me for forgetting to, like, for example, to get groceries. She's just going to be like, you silly Billy, how dare you, you know? Go get something to eat. It's fine. Like, I usually find a friend that will call me, like, the worst names that I can think of. They will straight up call me a lazy beep, you know? And make sure that I get off my butt. So, if you are someone that's lazy and you need someone like that, well, you can just drop it over in our Discord, and somehow I'm sure there's gonna be someone that will be able to call you a lazy bum. I think it'll be nice if we start like an accountability channel where we just go, okay, we are going to make sure that you guys complete your goal by this date, and if you don't complete it, we're going to make fun of you. Maybe that's what you guys need. Sometimes that's what people need. Again, I know it's crazy, but sometimes people need just like a kick in the butt, you know? Lazy shaming, exactly. Maybe that's what you need. If you need someone to yell at you for being lazy, we can make that happen, Seth. You just say the word, my friend. It's good to see you, Laz. How's it going? But yeah, anybody else? Anybody else have anything to add? Is there a way to overcome being lazy? Is there any such way? To me, I do think that genuinely the only way to stop being lazy is to just make sure that someone else will be able to yell at you for being lazy. That works for me. That works for me. Cass says, I've come to appreciate more classically pessimistic philosophies. I don't think you have it inside yourself all along, and that's fine. Sometimes we're wired differently. Sometimes it's just out of your skill set. That said, planning external circumstances can help a lot. Ooh, I like that, Cass. I agree. I do think that, like, sometimes you don't have it in you to be like a super huge superstar by the likes of Lady Gaga. But you can do your best and you can get somewhere. And I think that's better than nothing. Laz says, the way to stop being lazy is to create a plan for it, but maybe you can wait till tomorrow. I love that. Cass says, like Cinna said, asking for additional assistance and accountability or just trading favors with a friend, you won't be lazy if someone shows up to help you. Anything you can do to actually change the world around you or get help means you don't have to use all of your executive function on just doing. Oh, Cass, that is so brilliantly well put. That is so brilliantly well put. That is so brilliantly well put. For me, I'm a shame goblin, okay? I love shaming people. Just kidding. Just kidding. I do think shame works really well for me. So if I tell someone, hey, I need to do this, but I haven't done it yet, and they catch me not doing it, oh, they will shame me until the cows come home, and that will help for me. But also, do what you can. Do what you can. Sometimes the reason why you're lazy is because you genuinely do not have any energy to not be lazy. Look at your surroundings, you know what I mean? Like, the reason why I didn't do any YouTube shorts last week wasn't because I was lazy. It was genuinely because I did not have any time outside of planning with my family and like celebrating Lunar New Year's with my family to sit down at my computer and do like, I usually, when I make YouTube shorts, it takes me like 3 hours, right? Between finding the shorts, editing the shorts, etc., etc. It takes me 3 to 4 hours. I did not have 3 to 4 hours last week to do YouTube shorts because I was constantly part of a family matter. So another thing that you got to do in order to stop being lazy is literally find a time. To me, blocking my calendar helps. To someone else, blocking your calendar might not help. It all comes down with trying to figure out what will benefit you best. In my opinion. In my opinion. There are people who have to do chores before relaxing and people who have to relax before doing chores and they marry each other. Wait, that's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my God, Laz, hi. Laz says, I always look forward to your shirts to brighten my day or give me a laugh. Stop being lazy, Cinna. I need one every single day. I promise you I'm not being lazy, Laz. I'm doing my best. Happy 1 year to me and you, by the way. 1 year anniversary of Laz and sinarynn. Let's go! What a momentous occasion. This is the best. Seeing like a 1 year anniversary with one of my subs, that's so cool. Can we get some W Laz in chat, please? W Laz and also W people that have been subbed to me for longer than a month. That is so cool. Thank you for being you. Thank you for hanging out with me for so long. Thank you for believing in my vision. Thanks for the W Laz. And also, Mallow, I know you might not have the funds right now to, to sub to the sinarynn channel, but I want you to know that I really appreciate your presence. Whether you can sub or can't sub, I'm just very lucky to have you here. So thank you for also being here. Also, thank you for all the GGs. Really appreciate it, you guys. We love all the GGs. Anyway, to Seth, if you need someone to yell at you, so that way you can get your stuff done, let us know. If you don't want to get yelled at, you can also let us know. We'll do our best to hold you accountable. How about that? Seth's final words are, don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. And boy, that is some really good advice to all of you guys. Thank you for the hype and the more hype, you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Up next. Ooh, an anonymous. Oh my gosh. An anonymous. Oh, an anonymous who also sent me, who also mentioned their name. I'll start listening to the advice tomorrow. Oh yeah, go for it. To my first guitar mentor, who I'll call Volkswagen. Ooh, I'm so excited to read this. To my first guitar mentor, who I'll call Volkswagen. What a great name. Volkswagen said to me, I can't do what you do, so instead of teaching you to play, I'm going to teach you how to teach yourself. There is not a single skill more valuable to me today than the ability to parse something complex into easily digestible parts. These parts can be learned or remixed, stolen for other projects, or used to quickly understand new material. And that isn't even restricted to music. Sure, robbing a hot lick and putting out a gnarly line in an improv is one of the most satisfying feelings in the world. But this ability to see the parts, the whole, and the gestalt effect of simultaneity, that's changed the way I experience the world around me. Oh my god, it's like poetry. I love reading your writing, Cass. That's so cool. Also, first of all, hello, it's good to see you. I think of you almost every day that I teach. The happiness you had spouting out in hollers and giggles when I achieved a new skill you taught me was way more validating than any words of praise. I wasn't even able to pay every week, and you just say not to worry about it and get you next time. That's so sweet! Lessons ran along all the time, and if we just jammed, mind you, that cultivated the enormously important skill to keep pace with someone who's a better player than you. True, it's difficult. You tell me that one was on the house because you had too much fun to charge any money. Whenever I have an opportunity to pay that generosity forward, I do. I couldn't have possibly attained the heights of my playing without your tutelage, and if I can give any serious kid the same opportunity, I won't be stopping them for lack of a little money in a tough time. Your joy remains a staunch reminder of the effect personal investment in a student can have when you are a mentor. I can honestly say no teacher has ever taken me under their wing more than you did. Invitations to guitar restringing parties, the generosity with your time, chats, and life stories through your own music career, and bringing me into your small ensemble, joyful noise gave me so many memories and lessons that I carry. I have the privilege of spreading those same lessons to others, and my community has no idea how indebted they are to you. I'm still learning to master some of your guidance. You know, I'm too busy a player/person. When you play something sweet, hit it again, then hit it again, and later, hit it again. Oh, I'm tearing up. This is so sweet. Good words to live by, even if it makes me sound like an addict. Slow down, relish the good things, go back and hit it again. Let the people know you mean it. Thanks, Volkswagen. Your mentee, Cass. P.S. To this nobody I talk to knows what squalling is. I haven't even seen a video describing how to do it. Thanks for entrusting me with the ancient knowledge. To this day, nobody I talk to knows what squalling is. What is squalling? Oh my god. Can we get some W-Cas? W-Cas and W Volkswagen. W teachers, honestly. Guys, I only pray that I have this kind of impact on my students, man. I can only pray that this is the kind of like joy of life, I should say, like, because it's not just like a joy of guitar. It's not even just like a joy of 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 like learning the guitar and all the skills. It's beyond that. It's just the joy of life. Joie de vivre, I think is how the French say. And I hope that I can instill something like that to my students. Oh my lord. This is so sweet. I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up so bad. Oh my lord. Ah. This makes me want to relive my dream. I've actually always wanted to like move away from the current school that I teach in and open up like a school for like impoverished students. But that takes a lot of funding, which I do not have at the moment. And so pray that I get super duper rich. That way my dreams can happen. Oh, someone else is knocking on my door. Hello. I've returned. I have some family drama that I'll tell you guys a little bit. um, is squalling the thing Fatty Wap says in his intros? I don't know. Squalling is like a really weird hybrid picking thing that gets to a specific tone. Dwayne Allman from the Allman Brothers used it. It gets a lot of harmonics while still not dampening the primary tone of the string. It's hard to describe. My god, Cass. I would love to do a jam sesh with you. This is where I wish I have like a private jet or like just access to a lot of money. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a Mallow band? I fly everyone for like a night in a karaoke lounge and we all just like hang out together and have a good jam band session. Wouldn't that be fun? A Cinna jam session? Oh my god, I would love. I've always wanted to create a cover with all of you guys as part of it. Guys, if I make a song cover, can you guys be part of it? Even if you can't sing. Even if you can't sing. Can you just be part of like the choir, you know, the harmonics choir, and just like say the words? Because it would be so cool. It would be so cool. If you want to do that, let me know. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Send a jam session, can you imagine? You'll join in the tambourine. Let's do it, lass. Let's do it. Make an album cover? No need for an album cover. Actually, I have a really great idea that I'm very excited to share with you guys now. If there's a guitar song you want, hit me up. I certainly will. That's so awesome. I want that for me so badly. I think it would be my greatest honor and pleasure to make a song with my Mallows. I think that's my dream right now. My dream is to make a cover with all of you. Oh my god, that's so fun. Oh my god, I need it right now. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to work hard so that way that can happen. By the way, Cass, this makes me want to also send a message to like my professors that I really admire. Let this be a reminder to all of you that time unfortunately waits for no one. You know, time waits for no one. And sometimes, you know, sometimes if you ever think of someone and you're like, I want to send a message to that person, my biggest push for you is to just do it. I know I sound like a freaking Who do I sound like? That actor that was just do it. I sound like an Adidas ad. But honestly, just do it. If you've ever wanted to message this person and you're like, hey, I haven't heard from this person in a while, I should just send them a message. Just send them a message. The like worst comes to worst, they blow you off, you know? But you have it in your heart to have already made that connection first. One of my biggest regrets in life is ever since I moved from America to Indonesia, I've been very good with like keeping up with my professors, obviously, because it feels a little weird to like send a message to your professor after like you leave college for X amount of years. Um, I found out just like last year that my favorite professor, I emailed them essentially, and the email bounced back. Um, and I found out it was because that she passed unexpectedly. She passed unexpectedly, and it is such a sad thing. It's such a sad event for the kids, especially. And so I don't want you guys to be like me. If you have a message that you have been dying to send, as long as it's not a creepy message, please send it. You know, again, worst comes to worst, you don't get a reply back. But best comes to best, you can forge a connection, even if it's a little bit, you know. But I hope she knows that I love her very much. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate the love, but I promise you I'm okay. Um it would it happened last year in like my most tumultuous month. I think it happened in like November. November was a really tough month for me. So, I have since processed that grief and I am okay now. Shia LaBeouf, thank you, Seth. Full clip, thank you so much for the 5 biddies. I appreciate it. Polar says, what genre do you think it would be? If I were to make a cover with all of you guys, it'll probably be like folk music. Something that doesn't require like a lot of skill to sing, you know? Where it's mostly just like speaking. You know? Anime lover, welcome back. It's good to see you again. How are you? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Also, Seth, thank you for the 50 streak. Just before you came, we actually answered your message. We answered your your thing, you know. Shia LaBeouf mentioned, yeah, fake Pandora. Hello, by the way, it's good to see you. We answered your concern, Seth. And we told everybody essentially, Seth, if you need someone to help you get off your butt, please let us know over in the Discord. We can always bully you into doing the thing that you've wanted to do, okay? We're very good at doing that. We're very good at bullying people. To doing things. To doing things. To doing things. We're great at bullying people nicely. So don't you worry. We're professional, professional good bullies. I love that. I love that, Nexo. So yeah, if you ever need a bully to make sure you do your good habits, you come to us. We'll bully you with love to make sure that you drink your water, you eat your snacks, you take your meds. We're gonna bully you straight up. Ban from stream until you take your medication, you know, that kind of thing. Seth says, I can sing ad libs. Perfect. Welcome to the choir. Cass says, I read a sentence recently along the lines of, it is a tragedy that students must forge forward to forget their teachers, but it is a necessary component of achieving the teacher's desired impact, and I think it's largely true. You really have to trust people remember your teaching, and the few that come back aren't the only ones. I believe that whatever I instill in my students, they will carry themselves forward, and they will hopefully be better people. And honestly, that's the only reason why I keep teaching. Because I think if I don't know, if I stop thinking that my students are good people, I think that's when I have to stop, you know? Les says, worst comes to worst, they blow you off and you get a stinging reply back, which breaks your heart after you open it up. And no, Les, you have to send it. If you get a stinging reply back, we'll be there to build you back up, okay? Okay? I'm sorry about your teacher, Sina, but I hope they too know the dozens of students love her quietly. I know she does. I know she knows that she's surrounded by love. I know this for a fact because she is wonderful. I didn't have something to put on the advice corner. You don't have to. The advice corner is for you asking questions, Weisel. It's okay. Yeah, Pandora, welcome to the podcast. I think this is your first podcast ever. If you want to submit a response, you're more than welcome to here. Another ban? Yes. Seth, if you don't do the thing that you want to do, we're banning you from stream. What if I have a bully that lives in my head? As long as that bully is pushing you to be better, it is okay. But if that bully is just saying some crazy stuff, then don't do it. Don't let him. Polar says, reminds me of that story of the guy losing weight and getting healthy because his best friend kept calling him because his best friend called him fat every single day to remind him. Oh, that's bad. But honestly, I can't judge other people's friendships. If that works for you, it is what it is. It works for you. You still remember your favorite grade school teachers? I'd like to think that a lot of my students still think of me as their favorite. Because I see a lot of my kiddos, like the ones that I have finished teaching, a lot of them always somehow end up in my classroom. Somehow. Laz says, have you ever imagined when the time passes and a full-grown adult comes to you and says they remember you as a teacher, they loved your lessons? I actually had that happen to me once. One of my first graders left. One of my first graders left the school basically they just left the school, right? They left the school and they were going to come back in 4th grade. The first person they looked for was me. They looked for me. They were like, hey, this is going to be a long shot. It's been 4 years. Is Miss Sinna still teaching in the school? And I found him. I was like, wait, are you so-and-so? And they're like, yes, you remember me? And I'm like, do I remember you? I remember your sister too. It was so cute, you guys. I'm so very grateful to be a teacher. I love teaching. Did you know that if you boil a funny bone, it becomes a laughing stock? I think that's pretty humorous. Wolf, that is so funny. Welcome in, by the way. My name is sinarynn. It's good to see you. We love funny haha jokes, so welcome in. You're in a good place. Polar says, my favorite grade school teacher became the school nurse when we got into high school. So every now and then we'd just chill in her clinic. Wait, I love that. You know what? I think that's what I want to be. Guys, that's what I want to be. That's what I want to be. I want to be, like, when I'm done teaching and I'm too old to chase around the children, I want to be the school nurse. Yeah, I'll take, like, first aid training or whatever have you. Yeah, you don't want to be my student. I know. I remember very, very well. I have very good memory. So far, God willing, and thank God, I have not forgotten a single one of my students, which I think is pretty good. I think that's a pretty good track record for me, and I hope it continues that way. Anyway, Cass, I do hope you send this to Volkswagen. I bet you he's going to be so happy to hear from you. Thank you for the very, very lovely message that you sent over to us. It really does mean a lot. And it just goes to show, teachers don't just teach you lessons. They teach you, hopefully, the joy of living. And I hope you encounter a teacher, even if it's not like a traditional teacher, I hope you encounter someone that gives you a joy of living. Because that's what life is all about, The fellow corner, Cass says, we carry our loved ones with us. If the saying is true, we are the collage of those wonderful people we love, and how beautiful must you be. Don't forget. P.S. Get love, nerds. Love that. Love the ending bullying. Do you see that? Do you see that? Bullying. Calling us nerds, but also reminding us that we're loved. So nice. I love that. I love that saying because I say that a lot. We are a collage. We are an amalgamation of the people that we love. I like the word amalgamation more. Because like collage sounds like snapshots, which it both means the same things. But I like the word amalgamation because it sounds like you are fused, you know? Your whole being is fused by the people you encounter. Which, more often than not, I find that to be incredibly true. Like, the people that I love are fused within me. We are an amalgamation of our experiences. We're an amalgamation of the people we love. And that is beautiful. And that just goes to show you guys are awesome and amazing. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being you. You're a monster, a beautiful monster. Yeah. You're a monster, a beautiful monster. Is that the song? You're a monster, but I don't mind. Do you guys know that song? If I fuse with Sinna, will I get the Sinna or the Narin? I think you'll get the Sinna of the Arin. Hi, Shadow. It's good to see you. Welcome in, Shadow. When my elementary school principal was retiring, she held a last goodbye party, and hundreds of ex-students came by to say goodbye. She remembered every single one by name. That would probably be me. I also pray for my students every single night. Especially the ones that need praying. My God, I have a lot of students that need a lot of prayers. So I do try to remember them. You're very special, Asian. You're special for us. You're special to us. Cass, thank you for the wonderful response. Let's move on to our next one. This one is by Art. Oh, I love this. I love this. What do you got to say for us, Art? What you got? Art says, I would like to express gratitude to a tabletop game master who will be an anonymous, that by existing and being who they are, kickstarted my journey of self-discovery and for running wonderful games with my group. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. I am so happy to hear that someone inspired you in your journey of self-discovery. That makes me so happy to hear. And from a game master too, that's awesome. Ooh, we have a question, everybody. Ooh, this is a fun one. Fun one as in, like, I enjoy, like, helping out people in these kinds of questions. Art asks, I've had trouble with making and maintaining friends, especially since talking to others is hard when it is about a topic that I am not interested in. How do I work around this weakness? Let me reread that because I had hiccups. I've had trouble with making and maintaining friends, especially since talking to others is hard when it is about a topic I'm not interested in. How do I work around this illness? I'm going to let my very smart Mallows answer first. What do you think, Mallows? Hi, Mysterious Emblem. It's good to see you. I have a hard time. I have a hard time with it, eh? Polar, I was going to say the same thing that you did. Polar says, two-way road, you try to be interested for their sake because they do the same for you. That is honestly probably the best advice that I can give you. I just don't make friends, so you've got me there. Oh, Josh. Oh, Josh, but I'm sure you have had some questions, like suggestions, or no? I'm trying to think too. Start bullying them and they bully me back. That's your friend. That's true. That's true. I think to me, it's not about like pretending. It's not about pretending, but you have to realize that you are not the main character. You have to realize that you are not the main character in other people's lives. And you have to sometimes put yourself in the shoes of a supporting cast member. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? That's what I would do at least. I would make sure that like when let's give an example. Let's say Enoki is telling a story about her life. I am not out there playing Uma Musume while she's talking. I say Enoki because she just came in. I love you, Enoki. Kiss you. Um, I'm not out there just like playing a game while she's talking. I am like actively listening. You know, I am thinking about what she's saying. I'm trying to understand her. Um, and you have to. You just have to. And I hate to say fake it till you make it, but you have to fake it till you make it. You know? If someone isn't interested in what you're saying, then you don't have to be super invested in what they're saying. But if like let's say, when we were hanging out, when like I was hanging out with Dicey and Yumi and Zaber and them, we give each other our best listening face. That means no phones. We listen to what each other is saying. And it's really nice because I really felt like I was being listened to. And it's a really good feeling to have. Art, this is a really tricky one. You just have to realize that you are not the main character when someone is talking, and you have to pretend to be the supporting lead. And to do that, you have to make sure that you are like actively listening. If you don't understand something, don't pretend like you get it, Just like ask them questions, Hey, walk me through. What did you say again? Hey, can you explain that part to me? Oh, what is it? Like, what are you talking about? Can you explain it one more time? It's how you say it, not what you say, I think. Kaz says, I've had friends very bluntly tell me I don't really get X or I don't really care about X, but you do, so I like talking to you about it. I think flagging that also helps me make sure I don't stay on that topic for too long. There's other things to talk about, and letting them know X isn't your fave, but you like it for them is both a compliment and telegraphs your preferences. Ooh, I like that. I'm not someone that is like that. Personally speaking, that is just not my personality because I enjoy what people are saying. But I think I want to start being a little bit more like that. Just being a bit more, I don't want to say blunt, but a bit more mindful of what space that I can hold for them, I need to be more mindful in what I can hold for them too. Also, just a guy, hi, welcome in. You stumbled into our podcast. It's good to meet you. Polar says, one thing I have learned is that even if the general topic isn't interesting to me, if I ask enough questions, there are parts of it that you might find interesting. I agree with you 100%, Polar. That is usually my strat. My strat is to ask questions. If, like, to me, I just ask questions, But in terms of maintaining friendship, one thing that I do, and this is going to be really tough for a lot of people, I think, I don't count on, like, in Indonesia, you say hitung-hitungan. I don't know what to call it in English, unfortunately. But the concept is like, let's say, you don't reach out to me. It's not going to stop me from not reaching out to you. Even if I'm the only one that constantly reaches out, to me, that doesn't matter. Because what's most important is that I am talking to you. I don't care if I'm the one that's constantly reaching out. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. But that might bother you. And that's okay. That's okay if that bothers you. But figure out what kind of friendship works for you as well, I like the friends that I like. And so I am always constantly in their business. I text Dicey so often. I text Zaber so often. I text Yumi so often in my own capacity. Like, I assume that I text them really, really frequently. I text Jin and Oki almost every single day. Almost every single day. I cannot imagine, like, a day where I don't really text her. Because I would send her memes or something that I see. Like, I text Enoki so often. And it doesn't bother me if they don't respond. But, again, it's to your preference. It's what you have. But I do think that, like, putting in an effort on the friendship, that will make people realize that you want the friendship. And if you are getting, like, a very lukewarm response, hey, maybe that's just not a friend that you want to keep, Maybe actually that is not a friend that enjoys your presence, and that's okay. There are plenty of other people that do enjoy your presence. Art. You just have to find the one that tolerates you. Just like I tolerate arbs constantly. All I do with arbs is I just tolerate them. I don't love them. I just tolerate them. I'm kidding. Arbs, if you're listening to this, I am kidding. I love you very much. I love you so much, Arbs. Ah. He's so funny. Is he in chat right now? Cinna must be the master of tell me if I'm annoying you, but I'm not gonna stop unless you make me. That's pretty much me. That's me. Like, I am just gonna keep annoying you. If I like you, I'm gonna keep annoying you. I'm gonna just do it until you tell me to stop, and I'm like, oop, okay, I'll stop. You know, that is 100% me. Even some part of it is because I can't really read situations, to be quite honest with you. I'm very bad at quote unquote reading the room. I don't know, and this is my weakness, I don't know when people don't like me until they like straight up say that they don't like me. I assume everyone is my friend until I'm told otherwise. Until I am blocked in their contacts, or until they like straight up tell me like, hey, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't realize it. I just assume everybody loves me. But that's just me. And Oki says, I always try to message Cinna as much as I can too, even just a simple I love you or I love you back. Yeah, we always try to text each other. Is that gay? I'm just kidding. Bass, hello, it's good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. You're just like me. Yeah, that's why Asian. That's why me and you, you know, we love your presence, Asian. We think you're funny. I do have a pet peeve of like telling someone to stop and then they don't stop. Like, that's hard. Art also has some very encouraging words. If you're feeling depressed, you can go outside and feel depressed outside. If you're feeling sad, find a friend and be sad with friends because you are valued. Oh, that's sweet. Always find a friend. Don't be sad by yourself. My rule for myself is that I am never allowed to be sad by myself. Like, if I am sad, I am being sad with a friend. You know, I am calling Enoki. I am playing Valorant with my friends. I am calling, I don't know, I'm calling someone, Arbs. I'm texting Arbs. I am never alone by myself when I'm sad. I don't necessarily tell them that I'm sad, but I never make it a habit of being sad by myself, because that usually leads to a rabbit hole of things. And if my friends are busy, I go to one of my favorite streamers. You know, I go to a stream that I enjoy and I just hang out with them. I just be in the moment. But yeah, maybe that's bad. I don't know. I'm just never sad by myself, because I think that usually leads to like a train of depression. This is Nietzsche. Oh my God, we have so many thank yous. Oh my God, Nietzsche, I love your thank yous. I can't wait. Oh my God, past 50 stream streaks. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. I want to take a picture of the friends with like over 100, like over 30 stream streaks. That's so crazy. Paz, thank you for the 50 stream streaks. This is so cool. Thank you. Josh says, I'm the exact opposite. I assume someone doesn't want to be friends unless they stick around and tell me that they do. I want to let you know you miss out on so many opportunities like that, Josh. Again, I'm just here talking out of my butthole, okay? At the end of the day, you do what you want to do. However, I think it's better to assume the best intention of someone than the worst. Sorry. Polar says, train of depression, the unfortunate ride if you miss the train of thought. That's true. But yeah, Art, I hope that helps you. I hope that advice helps you. We have a lot of really awesome Mallows here that would I love these social type questions because I'm not very good socially myself. But I'm learning from you guys. So, yippee. This is Nietzsche Manji's thanks. I just want to say thanks to my friends right now, even though I usually keep things to myself and I don't really talk about what's weighing me. I'm more of a listener than someone who talks to himself, really. I am really grateful. Thank you to my friends who I already see as family while we're hanging out here away from home. Levio, Mas, Fatih, and Dimas, and the rest of all you guys. Oh, this is so sweet. Stop, this is so cute. Love you. I don't usually say cheesy stuff like this to you, but thanks for being my friend. The way you always speak your mind and your random comedy antics. He's so funny. That makes me laugh so hard without even realizing it. That stuff gives me energy to get through the tough times at work. That's so cute. That's so cute. That's so cute. By the way, this is like you love me, right? This is you love me. I think he's great. Mas. You're also blunt as hell, and yes, sometimes emotional too, but you're my safe space to talk about things I don't usually open about. I'm really thankful for you. Fatih, you're chill, always looking sleepy, but you're also the most comfortable person to just hang out with. Thanks for sharing your hobbies with me, and thanks for introducing me to the world of coffee. Oh. What the heck? Why are you guys so cute? Y'all are so adorable, I swear. That's so cute. That's so cute. That's so cute. Dimas, the best guitarist I've ever known. Ooh, okay. Thanks for being my music mentor. Thanks for always being there for me and for creating stuff together with me. Sina, how do you always have stuff to talk about, especially when you're streaming? Ah, that's a very good question, Nietzsche. Don't tell him I said this in your stream. Clip it. Clip it, chat. Clip it, chat, and send it to Nietzsche's friends. Clip it, chat. Just kidding. JJ, hello, it's good to see you. Welcome in. Nietzsche, compared to what you believe, I don't always have something to talk about. Sometimes I have nothing to talk about. And it's okay. It's okay to sometimes not have a lot of things to talk about. But something that I always do is I make a list of things to talk about. You know? So I have a Discord that like it's a to-do server. It's a Discord for myself, and I post like my random to-do things here. And typically I always like I post things that I want to talk about. Expert bullshitter club. No, that's me. That's so real. So let's say something happened in the middle of my workday. I am opening that Discord. I am texting on it. I'm like, this is what happened in my workday. It's something that I can talk about on stream. Let's go. You know, I am constantly writing something down. And since I only stream pretty much twice a week, that gets a lot of uses, you know? So it's the reason why I talk so much is because I always have a notes app. Yeah. It's a notes app with extra steps. Exactly. I use Discord just because it's the most accessible for me. Maybe you have another way of keeping track of all the things that you want to talk about. That's totally up to you. But my suggestion for any hangout that you're about to do, for any stream that you guys want to do, if you struggle with trying to figure out what you want to talk about, write down a list of things that you want to say. When I'm hosting like a video game demo, for example, I am already like thinking about, like I have criterias in my brain, you know? Did I like the game? You know? Did I like the way the game feels? You know? What do I think of the art style? What do I enjoy about the gameplay? Like I'm already thinking of 1,000 things within the game itself. And I just I just try to talk through it, if that makes sense. So that's my suggestion. Yeah. Niji says, I'm kind of interested, you know, Raditya Dika habits he also writes things down that happens in a day. I think it's a great habit to have. I think you guys should always write down something that happens in your day. It really does help a lot. Because it builds conversation. And again, before I hang out with other people, I always write down 3 things that I want to talk about. So for example, you know, let's say like Lunar New Year is the most exciting one, right? Like I'm about to meet my friends tomorrow. I haven't seen them in a while. So they did not know that I had Lunar New Year plans. They did not know that my students had a play. Like they put on a play. They didn't know that, you know, I've been having a really great time streaming. Like these are topics that I want to talk about to my friends, right? So those are just some things that I would talk about. 3 topics. JJ, welcome back. It's good to see you, by the way. Thanks for coming back. It's good to see you. Kaito says, I'ma just write down a bunch of success. It works. It works. If that's what works for you, that works for me. Force and High, thank you for the cheese. I appreciate it. How are you? Sorry, I was so caught up in my little soapbox that I didn't see you there. Seth says, a weird things a lot of my coworkers do when taking notes is write in a text and send it to another random coworker. I've been on the receiving end and it's kind of funny without context. Ooh, I feel like that's an HR violation waiting to happen. Ah. All right, and to cap it all off, keep your chin up, people. We love you, says our wonderful Nichi Manji. Nichi, this is so cute. Nichi, this is so cute. Thank you for sending such a nice message. Toothless Vampy, hello, it's good to see you. Thank you for saying hello to my doggo. It is my dog, if you know what I mean. It's my dog, man. My dog. Anyway, guys, we're going to take a pause right here. Again, we're going to take a pause right here. I'm going to play the ad read while I go on my little break. And I'll be returning really shortly. But I want to make sure that you guys know, before I go on my little break, I just want to say again, a big thank you to everyone for being here on this stream today. I really, really do appreciate it. And thank you so very much for hanging out with us while we're just hanging around, you know. Let me see my ad read. Where's my ad read? Have a good day at work, full clip. Enjoy and be safe, okay? Be safe. Be safe out there. Be safe out there. All right, I think we're ready for our little ad read. So we're gonna make sure that we got that going. We're gonna have our little ad read in the corner for sinarynn, and then afterwards we are going to go read some more advice. All right, let me see if I can get things going, because I would love to get things going right here. Maybe ad read 3. Okay, we're gonna see how this goes. Guys, I'm gonna send you guys over to the ads. So if you are watching through the ads, I wanna say a big thank you to you. Thank you for watching through the ads. While I'm gone, exclamation point friendshape, exclamation point fruity, exclamation point vibes. And if you don't wanna have the ads and you want to support me monetarily, feel free to drop a sub over my way. It really does help a lot. And I will see you guys in a little bit, okay? Take good care of yourself, you guys. Don't forget to go to the bathroom too, okay? See ya! Are you tired of coming home from your job and doing nothing? Are you bored scrolling through endless TikToks on your phone? Well, I would like to introduce you to twitch.tv/sinarynn. Sinarynn is a show that happens on Tuesdays and Thursdays where we learn about older video games and upcoming cozy games with me, your host, Sinarynn. This stream is sponsored by all of you lovely folks that are watching at home. And this month, we have a very special treat. I would like to give a shout out to our top monthly gifters, NayVT for 15 gifted subs, Darugona for 1 gifted sub, Ebony Thastic for 1 gifted sub, Full Clip for 1 gifted sub, and also Ebony Thastic again for 200 cheers. Thank you all so much for being part of the sinarynn community. We couldn't have done it without you. Until next time, so long! Hello, I've returned. Did you guys like the ad read? Was that fun? Was that fun for everyone? Was that fun for everyone? Did you like the ad read? I had a very jolly good time making that ad read, by the way. Um, it was a little bit, I want to do more ad reads. So I'm going to start my brain. I am going to start doing ad reads and including things like watch streaks. I'm going to start including things like subs, like not gifted subs, just like actual subs. But oh, man, I wish there's an easier way for me to know who is subbed to my channel. Isn't that crazy, guys? There's no way for me to know, as far as I know, there's no way for me to know who is subbed at my channel. Like, I don't have a list, which is crazy. It's so crazy. Josh says, we want to make ones for you that become more scuffed every week. Love that. Love that. YouTube has it. I have a list of like followers on Twitch and YouTube. But I don't have like a list of paid subscribers on Twitch. If there is a list for me to view who are my paid Twitch subscribers, please let me know. I want that information so badly. If you guys know where to find that information, please let me know. Anyway, welcome back. It's so good to see you guys. How's it going? I hope you're doing good. Josh says we want to make ones for you that become more scuffed every week. Honestly, do it. You guys can do the ad read. Cass says he wants to do the ad read. Cass says Cinna is going to get herself a little black book and mine our information. Honestly, I might have to start writing things down. I might have to start writing things down manually when someone subs. But I feel like there has to be like a better way to find out who is subbed to my channel. Like, how do I not know? How do I not have this information? Anyway, doesn't matter. Welcome back, everybody. We still have a couple more responses to go, so we're gonna go and open that up. Just want to say a big old thank you to all of you for sending in your responses. It's very sweet and touching to see so many people saying thank you to their parents, saying thank you to their peers, saying thank you to their friends. It just means a lot. I love seeing all these, you know. Up next, it's from an anonymous. Oh, this is fun. Wait, this is fun. We got some drama. Also, tune in until the end of stream. I'm going to talk to you guys about some family drama. It's mild family drama, okay? It's okay. I could talk about it on stream. I want to say thank you to my former partner for the memories and the lessons. Whoa! Bro! Pain. I hope you guys ended amicably. I know you're probably not looking for a response from me for this one, whoever you are, Anonymous. You're probably not looking for a response. But I do hope that you ended, even if things did not end amicably, I hope you can carry whatever it is into the future and you continue to remind yourself that you are loved. The fact of the matter is you are loved and you had wonderful memories with this person. Maybe you didn't like the way things ended, but hopefully, you know what? As you said, you know, you learned a lot in the relationship. I hope you can use it for your next relationship or whatever it may be, wherever life takes you. And I hope you're able to build more memories in the future. Oh, it was so sweet. That intro hit like a bucket of ice water, isn't it? Isn't it crazy? Oh, for the ad read? Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad you like the ad read. Makes me happy. Okay, we have a lot. This is a big advice corner. Let's go. Hey, Cinna, I've been struggling to find a job lately, or more honestly, struggling with the motivation to look for one. Ooh, I hear you. My last job really affected me more than I realized. Quick background. I was hired as an HR assistant. Ooh. But shortly after I started, the HR admin officer went on maternity leave. She trained me for about 2 weeks and then left, and I ended up handling the work for both the HR and admin departments. On top of that, I found out I was also expected to do secretarial work for the CEO. Holy smokes! This is crazy. This is crazy situation, by the way. As time went on, I basically became everyone's assistant. I helped our purchasing officer with tech because he wasn't very comfortable with computers, acted as a go between for our outsourced IT company, and even assisted the accounting department with payroll. Holy smokes! How much are they paying you? My God, I have a feeling that they're taking advantage of you, my friend. I was juggling multiple roles that weren't even part of what I was hired for. I probably would have been okay with the extra responsibility if it had been acknowledged. Called it. Wasn't acknowledged, wasn't paid for it, probably. But after 6 months, when I was legally supposed to become a regular employee with the benefits that come with it, they told me I was slacking and could be doing more. That really broke something in me. So now I've been applying, but I've been very picky because I'm genuinely scared of ending up in a situation like that again. I think I'm still rebuilding my confidence after everything that happened. Would you happen to have any advice for me? Loads! And I bet a lot of my Mallows have something to say too. Cliffy, it's good to see you. Welcome in, by the way. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we're talking about HR stuff. First of all, let me be the first to tell you that I am so sorry that your workplace took advantage of your generosity and kindness and amazingness, that they would pull off some horse piss like this, right? I know I'm saying this for funsies, but I'm genuinely hurting hearing you say this because this isn't the first instance of a corporate office or just any office, really. It happens in my school too. It isn't the first time someone or the whole company decides to take advantage of a single worker just because they're good at their job. It is so, so hard. It is so, so hard. Because, of course, if you are part of an office environment, you want your workplace to succeed. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting your workplace to succeed. But I will say, this is a really tricky thing. Let's address the elephant in the room. You've already acknowledged that you have been short-ended. You got the short end of the stick. You know, your work wasn't acknowledged. Let's acknowledge that first. Anonymous, you did an amazing job holding pretty much everything. We are so incredibly proud of you for doing all of these things. And let me, if nobody thanked you in your current job, let me be the first to say thank you for all that you've done. Pulling all sorts of hats like that is difficult. And I commend you for being able to juggle through it. Seriously, it's impressive. Second thing, let's address the motivation. You are having a hard time looking for a job currently. Let me say this once. It's not a bad thing for you to be incredibly picky and selective over your next current job. I am incredibly selective in what kind of school will hire me. I am also incredibly selective. If I were to leave my job, which I'm not 100% sure yet, depending on the economic situation that we currently have, I am not 100% certain that I would just take any offer that comes in my boat. I don't think you should. So it's a good thing that you're being selective, even though it feels a little bit icky, maybe. That being said, you need to realize that you are amazing. And you need to realize that if you love yourself, you won't let this happen again. I know it sounds like a lot of horse piss coming from me. Don't get me wrong. I understand. I understand your fear of like being blindsided and then thinking that you can juggle all of these things again. And then you want the best for your company because you're incredibly giving as a person, or at least that's what I think. But please, please, please remember, these are corporations. If you want to bend over backwards for your family and your loved ones, I get that. But this is a corporation. This is a corporate job. Always only do the job that is like written in your job description. Right? My advice is keep being selective. That's okay for you to be selective. Another thing that I would say is if something is too good to be true, maybe it is. Anyway, my God, I am so freaking sorry that this happened. I am shocked and I'm upset that this happened. That's some bullcrap. Exactly what Seth said. That's some bullcrap. as Cass said, it's hard to establish boundaries when there hasn't been. When you had no boundaries in the first place and now you're forced to sort of make boundaries, it's difficult. People are going to call you all sorts of bullcrap, baloney sausage. I'm so freaking sorry that this happened to you. But know that you are way more worth it. And the fact that you weren't paid for all the job that you've done makes, like, it done pissed me off, girl. I don't even know if you're a girl, but that is something that like I've heard one of my friends say. It done pissed me off, girl. Oh my gosh. Rest assured, you do not have to be afraid. I believe that you can trust yourself into ensuring that you won't let this happen again. And if you do let this happen again, I'ma whack you. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to my Mallows, whom I love. Or would I? I would not. I'm just kidding. Screw corporations. Exactly what Pass says. Screw corporations. I am so upset that your bosses let this happen in the first place. It's so awful. I have been there. I was basically doing, okay. So my experience came from working at a pretty big corporation, I would say. Sinarynn had her own, terrible experiences when it comes to jobs. Basically, the place that I worked for, my direct supervisor is dealing with like really big illnesses. Similar to yours, it's not maternity leave, but she was dealing with like a lot of illnesses. And so she wasn't directly able to train me. So I had to not only do my job as a recruitment, I also have to do her job as a recruitment manager and speak to a bunch of agencies that are looking to hire some of our talents, right? It's not easy. It's not easy. But since it was like an entry level position, I didn't find it to be incredibly challenging. I was okay with the job that I was in. But clearly you are not okay with the job that you are in. So the best course of action, if you are still at this job, as difficult as it might be, I would say look at your job description and ask if it is something, really look at your job description and follow it. Follow it to a T, Second thing is, if you are ready and if you are brave, see if you can negotiate something with your current boss. The fact that you are already seen as a slacker pisses me the frick off. I'll be honest with you. It really is like upsetting me that you are already labeled as a slacker just because you're no longer like putting on a bunch of hats. That done irritated me. Not gonna lie to you. That done irritated. I'm so irritated. I turned southern. I put on my southern belle getup. All right. That done irritated me. But you shouldn't let this happen. I'm not blaming you, by the way. It was some horse piss that this would happen. I hate your job. Screw your job. I might not be the best person. I might not be the qualified, but I'm going to speak on what the Mallows have to say because I think the Mallows are way wiser than I am. Make yourself invaluable, but always ensure it's with the prerequisite that you are compensated as such. Okay, that's Cass's advice. Seth's advice. You can apply for other positions with the experience you have now. And if you get an offer/offers, you can take them to your current employer and show them that you've wanted elsewhere. Worst case is that you move on to a better job or they start recognizing your worth. But I will say that this doesn't really address like the motivation portion. I think our body is more honest sometimes than we are. I know in this current economy, it is not easy. Don't get me wrong. I am empathizing with the fact that this might not be easy. But if it is within your means, and I'm not going to pretend that I know what your means are, if it is within your means, are you able to take time off? You don't even have to quit your job. Are you able to just take a couple days off and then just like take the first day, like look at the first day, think about what you want your next company to be in. The second and third day, can be looking for those jobs, right? Just a bit more systematic of what you can do. See if you can take 3 days off, just so that way you can do something like that. This will not help with your motivation. You might still feel a little bit defeated, but hey, at least you're doing something to try and get out of this terrible situation you're in. Another part, and I cannot stress this enough, grab someone else to help you. I always say this a lot, like, it's hard doing things by yourself. Sometimes you just need someone else to sit with you, you know? Someone else to sit with you while you fill out a job application is so nice. That's why I do my best to always be present in the community. You guys have probably seen me at the co-working Discord, at the co-working role over on the Discord. Here's the Discord link if you want to join in. Come join us. Come join us while I am currently doing co-working. I think, honestly, that might help you with your motivation because everyone is doing some kind of work, right? But yeah, I don't know if my answer suffices with your advice. I am hoping that it gives you some indication of, a path that you can take. But also at the end of the day, it is completely up to you. But just know that I'm cheering you on, and you are correct. You were taken advantage of in your job, and I wish that had not happened. And I am rooting for you. We're all rooting for you to find a better position where you are going to be acknowledged and compensated, most importantly, compensated fairly. All right? Wonder, hello, by the way, it's good to see you, Wonder. Thank you for coming over here. I really appreciate you. Mel says that's not an entry position if they were doing everything. I agree. I agree with you. Seth says, I've been told that I can do more even though I was doing the work that other coworkers were privileged of opting of. I hate that. I'm sorry that happened, Seth. What a crappy situation you're in. And listen to your advice, sweet Mallow, sweet Anonymous. They don't deserve your tears. They do not deserve your tears. They don't deserve it. They're horrible people and you deserve better. Always. Weisel! Thank you. By the way, thank you, Anonymous, for sending us your message. And thank you for sharing something that might be really difficult to share. I can't imagine. That must be really tough to get out there. Best of luck. Remember that you know yourself best, okay? You know yourself best. And if you don't think that this is a situation that is right for you, you are more than welcome to walk away and start over. I believe in you. Weisel says, my beloved mother, I only met her often due to her being an overseas worker, but she sacrificed so much for me. She's a hero of my life, and words can't express how much I love her, even if I express it on my own weird way. Oh, Weisel, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Oh my God. W mom. W moms in chat, please. W moms in chat. Weisel says, success is not measured of how high you jump, but how high you bounce back when you hit the bottom. True. My God, that's some really good, encouraging words. This was by General George S. Patton Jr. And Weisel adds, if Haru Urara doesn't give up, you shouldn't give up either. If Haru Urara can keep going, you can too. You hear that, chat? Haru Urara can keep going, you can too. Yeah, we love W moms. We love W moms. Thank you, amazing parents, for being a W mom. This is from Ayatsuri, just a lurker. Ooh. The streamer. To me? Wait, me? Am I the streamer? Wait, am I the streamer? Wait, that's so cute. I hope you're talking about me. I'm big-headed. I might not be the OG of the orgy, nor that I just followed, but thank you for bringing your smiles to people and keeping lurkers company. I am going to eat my own feet! You guys have no right being this cute. I swear to God. This is so sweet. If you're talking about me, thank you. That's so kind of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for lurking. I'm glad that I have a space that is easy to lurk in. That's literally all I could want. For context, I isolated myself and letting others just to protect myself from being hurt again. Is it time to open up myself again? In a sense, letting people in and not sealing myself back up. Ooh, tough. You're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this response. I'm gonna be real with you. At the end of the day, the only person that can answer that is yourself. I will always encourage every single one of my mellows to never isolate themselves. It is so easy to isolate yourself, you guys. It is incredibly easy to isolate yourself. Um, that's why I said I am never sad by myself, right? I refuse to be sad by myself. That's my one life rule for myself. But I know it's not easy because you've gotten hurt before. I think your body knows best when it's time to open back up again. And the fact that you are asking me for validation, in my opinion, that is your body telling you that it's time. That you are able, you are allowed, you are allowing yourself to hear me say, yes, it's time for you to open yourself back up. Like a clam, open up your shell. That is my honest opinion. Because if you were ready to open yourself back up, you wouldn't even ask me this question. The fact that you are starting to open it up to me about like, hey, is it maybe time? Is it time for me to maybe open myself back up? It's the fact of the matter is you're starting to consider it. And I think if you're starting to consider it, you should do it. You should do it. Thoughts from the Mallows. Pass, thank you for the brain cell. Exactly, Nexa. Exactly, Nexa. You're the only person that can answer that question. OG of the OG. That's so funny. I do think you should trust your body in this one. And if your body is already like talking to me about it, you bet your butt. Sorry, I said you bet your butt. This is a serious matter. Sorry. You bet that it is time for you to open yourself back up. I believe in you. I believe in you. And hey, you know what? You might get hurt again. And maybe your body's like, this is not fun for me. I'm going to close back up again. Let it. Let it. It's okay to listen to your body. Guys, surprisingly, it's okay to listen to your body. If your body thinks that it's not yet ready, it's not ready. Right? But if you're asking me, I think you're already ready. So I cannot wait to see you flourish and do a great job. Part of life. It is a part of life that you will hurt someone, and it is a part of life that you will be hurt. So, yeah, that's what I'll say. The person that can hurt you, here's the fellow corner. I don't think this is very encouraging. I'll be honest with you. So I'm going to spin it as this. You're right. The person that can hurt you are the people that are closest to you. I'm going to be real with you. And I say this as like with a lot of love. The only reason why the people closest to you can hurt you is because you let them be close to you. And to me, I think that's pretty nice. And I know that sounds really masochistic. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. It is an honor to me to be hurt by someone that I love because that means it's a foundation for us to be able to talk it through. I actually just sent this message to Enoki. Where's Enoki? Enoki! Kiss you. I don't even know if she's still here. But I sent this message to her because I hate confrontation, especially when it comes to her because I love her so much. But that's not good. It's not healthy. It really isn't. I am so good at confronting other people, but I suck at confronting Enoki because I love her so much. And she's, in my opinion, someone that is closest to me. But I told her, you know what? I would rather die than tell you that you hurt my feelings. But also, I know communication is so important. So I'm going to treat it like fertilizer to our garden of friendship because it's the shit. Get it? Because fertilizers are usually made out of manure. Ha, 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 ha. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. You're right. The people that you trust most and is closest to you will hurt you most. But that's also because you've let them. And that is a good thing. You should be letting the people you love get close to you, in my opinion. That being said, if you're talking about like a bigger, wider kind of hurt, I am so sorry to hear that. I do hope that you are able to either A, move on from the hurt and forgive them, or B, at the very least, I do hope that you are able to understand that not everyone is capable of hurting you like that. And that there are people that only want the best for you. And you just gotta believe. You just gotta believe. So, best of luck in your endeavors in finding friendship. It is not easy, but guess what? We're all rootin' and tootin' for you. We're all rooting for you. We all are. Always. Always. And okay, I was just talking about you. I love you. I love you. Das Wolf says, I appreciate your opinions. Thank you. Been considering it for 3 years. I do apologize if it's heavy. Wolf, it is not heavy at all. This is what this space is for. I appreciate you. Don't even get me started. I appreciate you for being so honest. Love it. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being honest. It means a lot. And it's not easy being honest. I should know. Who is someone you want to express your gratitude to? Aw, Asian says Scoobert. Scoobert and sinarynn, you're so cute. Asian says, if you're feeling down, remember that there are hidden gems waiting for you. My fellow Mallows, we can watch with the sinarynn togetherness as we will be united under the Rinn. That's right, you will be united under the Rinn. You're so silly. You're so silly. Up next, we got Pandora. Ooh! Let's listen to what Pandora has to say. I'd like to express my gratitude to my best friends who have adopted me many years ago. Such is the case. Such is the case. I love that. We may be separated, but I'll be damned to even forget about every single one of you. I'll forever cherish the memories. I'll forever cherish the interests we exchange, the topics we talked about, and the snackies and drinks that we steal from each other. Oh my God, that's so cute. Oh my God, that's so cute. Oh, I'm sorry that you're separated from your besties, maybe physically. I hope you're still able to talk to them, Pandora. That's such a sweet message. Thank you for saying your thank yous. Das Wolf, if you were the person beforehand, I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you, man. Wishing you the best of luck in every opportunity, okay? You got this, all right? We're here for you. We're rooting for you. Pandora says, I need sleeping tips. Oh, you've been in college. Okay. I need sleeping tips. I have been having a hard time sleeping ever since starting college. Bestie, you got things on your mind. That's why you can't sleep. Get a journal. I am joking. I am slightly joking. But I realized that when I haven't journaled in a while, I do realize that it's harder and harder for me to sleep. Sometimes you just gotta scream into your journal, my friend. Or take a video of yourself ranting at something. Because in my opinion, I do have a hard time sleeping sometimes. And it's because I have too many things in my brain. I feel anxious. So how do I combat that anxiousness? I do it by journaling. You may have different ways to combat that, right? It's totally up to you. I don't want to result into melatonin if we don't have to, in my personal opinion. I don't want you to have to rely on melatonin, but there are medications that could help. I would probably consider it as a last resort though. But 2 tips that I have. One is if your brain is super duper full and you need help just letting things go, journaling helps. Number 2, I would say get your phone away from your hands an hour before you go to bed. All right? No social media, no YouTube, no TikTok. Off your phone 1 hour before you go to bed. Is it hard? Hell yeah, it's hard. Hell yeah, it's hard. It's hard for me. All right? It's not easy for me either. I'm preaching to the choir. But let me tell you, ever since I put my phone away, especially on the weekends, I literally put my phone on my table and I do not open it. The only thing I bring to my bed is a book. Ever since then, I haven't really had a hard time sleeping. Good night, Weasel. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Have a good sleep. Have a good sleep, Weasel. I love doom scrolling. You gotta quit, man. That sounds like a good advice. I hope it's good advice because this is what I did in college. Um, Also, when I went to college, you guys, uh, I made sure that I had an actual alarm. My alarm is not tied to my phone. Oh, fun fact. Do you guys want to know a fun fact? The things that you watch before you go to bed will impact how you go to bed. Like your dreams and how often you dream and how you sleep. That's why it is so like experts always say like don't put your phone by your bed, put it in another room, whatever it may be. It's because whatever you watch and whatever you read, like whatever you consume an hour before bedtime, that is going to impact you hardcore. Sorry to say, it will impact you hardcore, and it sucks. It really does suck. So, my advice for you, get an actual alarm, invest in an actual alarm. It can be one of those $2 ones from IKEA. Get an actual alarm. And then make sure that you're not doom scrolling on your bed. And then make sure that you are taking steps in ensuring that you're doing a good job with taking care of your mental health by not bringing. Do you know how people say like what is it? People always say like don't let your anger. I think this is a Bible quote actually. Sorry to quote the Bible at you. Bible says like don't be upset when the sun goes down or something like that. Just I always use that as an example. Don't bring your fears or like your feelings. Don't bring your worries to bed. Write it in a journal. Talk about it to a friend. Whatever you need to get it out of your mind, you need your brain as clear as possible before going to bed. I call my friends before I go to bed. And Noki says, personally, I also listen to 852 hertz noises when my brain is very noisy. I don't know why, but it shuts off the voices. It might help them too. There you go. And Noki with a great solution. Instead of doom scrolling, listen to some white noise, brown noise, black noise, gray noise. I don't know. I think I hear brown noise helps a lot with people. If you really are someone that needs like sound to go to bed, listen to that kind of noise. I don't think you should listen to someone talking, in my opinion. Like, don't listen to a podcast. I don't think that's good for you. Because your brain is active. The reason why I say that, and this is just my theory, I don't think you should listen to a podcast to sleep or a stream to sleep because your brain is a very active, it's a very busy body. Your brain is a busybody, right? They're always trying to understand what is going on around the world. If you are listening to something before you go to bed, you're not having a restful sleep because you're trying to decipher whatever that person is saying. You know, especially if you are multilingual like me. Don't do it. Don't listen. Like if you speak more than one language, don't listen to something before bedtime. Your brain is trying to decipher it. Or instead, listen to something in a completely different language so that way your brain is not trying to decipher nothing. So yeah, there you go. Tips. Paz says, I will. Paz, I love this. A book can honestly be just as bad for me to go to sleep. I wound up finishing a book in one night. Read the last chapter at like 6 a.m. No, Paz. I will say I've also done that before. I was trying to read the Bridgerton before bedtime. And then I realized that the Bridgerton is actually very exciting. It's an exciting book series. And so I ended up finishing the entire book at like 3 a.m. So I hear you guys. Don't read an exciting book before bed. Read like a boring book, something that you will find boring to go to bed. Ooh, if you have ADHD, specifically, apparently helps a lot. 852 hertz specifically apparently helps lots with ADHD too. Rainy sounds also helps me personally. There you go, guys. Lots of good advice here if you are someone that struggles with sleeping. Journaling, put your phone away. And if you can't put your phone away, listen to 852 hertz noises and also listen to rain sounds. There you go. That's great. Question, Sina, are you gonna react to the Pokemon news that is gonna happen in like less than 17 minutes? Oh, that's right, it's Pokemon Day today. Yeah, for sure. I want to. Hey, Shadow, can you do me a big favor if it's okay with you? Can you drop the link over on the Discord if that's okay with you? I'd love to watch it when we're done with like Hello Mallows. You love the sound of rain. There you go. There you go. Or as Mallow says, you can just not sleep. That's true. You can just not sleep. But don't do that. It's not good for you. On the Discord, Shadow, if that's okay. Thank you. Pandora says, always be yourself. Never forget that. That's right. That is a quote from a very special person reminding us that we should always benefit ourselves by staying true to who we really are. Keep doing what makes you happy. Also, since we always got to be ourselves, let me share you something about myself. I have a horse named Mayo. Mayonnaise. Get it? Mayonnaise, as in mayonnaise. Do you actually have a horse named Mayo? Because that is so cool. W horse. I love that. Thanks for sharing. Our last Hello Mellow of the night. Oh, loading response. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. This is from Anonymous. I want to thank my father, the most standard silent type of guy you will find, showing little to no emotions, but someone that have always said to me to remember that being emotional is not bad or something that should make me feel ashamed. To never believe that this makes me weak, to use it for understanding. W dad! Oh my god, we see a lot of W moms, but I think it's rare that we get a W dad. So W dad, Anonymous, thank you for sharing your big thanks to your father. That is so sweet. Wishing all the good things happen. I'm wishing so many good things happening to you and your father. Thank you for sharing. Let's see, sinarynn, do you have advice for me? Yes, I do. My self-esteem is something that fluctuates in huge spikes daily, with moments of great strength, but also where the smallest hits, even one that aren't even real ones, it could hit like trucks. I don't know if there's even advice to give, but I would like to know what the Mallows think. Oh, your self-esteem is taking huge spikes. Don't mistake my silence for not caring. I'm thinking, because this is a tough one. I say this with a lot of love. Sometimes, and this is going to be some tough advice. This is going to be some really, really tough advice. Don't let the small things bother you. I know, easier said than done. I know, but genuinely, I don't think you should let the small things bother you. And if you have a really, really hard time doing it, I need you to do something. I want you to write down every single big thing that happens to you on a daily basis. Write it down somewhere, right? And then every small little thing that happens, whenever something small happens that inflicts some pain to you and your self-esteem, I want you to look back at the big list, at the positive list, and remember of all the good things that happen. Usually, if someone is not able to just ignore the small bits, that exercise helps. Write down the good parts, remember the good parts. When something bad happens, look at the good parts. If it's still not doing a good job, like you're still having, like you're really struggling still with your self-esteem, I think it's time for you to be honest with yourself, buddy. What is it about yourself that you find so difficult? What is it? Like, what is bothering you so much? Is it like, maybe it's, I don't know. Is it just like some difficulty in terms of like maybe the way you speak, Maybe it's the way you dress. Instead of like putting yourself so negatively down, I want you to start thinking like, what can you do to change in the way that makes sense for you? What is something that you can change that will make sense for you? Don't change something too big all at once. Change one little thing if you do want to change. Mallows, any suggestions, tips? Anything? about self-esteem? It's a tough one. By the way, more notes. Can I post it in general chat? Yeah, Shadow, post it in general chat. Feel free. Some more notes for sleeping. If you like rain and music, Soul of Wind has a lot of those long videos for sleep. Ooh, good to know. I'm a silence kind of girl. I can't sleep when there's noise. Seth says it's weird, but I wear earplugs to block out noise, and for some reason, the pressure inside my ears is soothing. Oh, I like that. I like that. Seth, you thanked your parents in yours. Kaito says, can you give me a color palette idea? Any color works. Give me sunrise. I think sunrises are nice. I'm a sunrise kind of girly. Any advice on self-esteem? Enoki says, I used to talk to myself in front of the mirror a lot and act like she's someone else. I couldn't say anything bad by then. Oh, I love that. I love that, Enoki. Yeah, think about yourself as another person or like even one of your friends. Would you make fun of your friend for something that you did? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Paz says, really, it all comes down to self-respect. Stand up for yourself when necessary. Pick and choose your battles and stay humble. There you go. I think that's a really good advice. Kaido, thank you for the self-care check. I did drink some water earlier. Self-esteem is tough. It's very much make it till you break it, and then, and I know this is gonna sound really crass, you gotta just not let things bother you. Again, it's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard to do that. I understand. But it takes practice. It takes practice to be nice to yourself, just like how it takes practice to ride a bike, you know? Says, that's a true friendship of mutual bullying. There you go. Enoki says, I specifically look at my inner child and say, would you say that to a kid and ruin their confidence? That's so sweet. Oh my God. I also look to my students like, would I share this to would I say this about myself to my students? And if the answer is no, I give myself a little compliment, like think about something good, you know? Elena, hello! Hi, Elena! It's good to see you! Hi! I love you. I hope you're having a good day. Everybody go check out Elena. I love her. She's one of my favorite people to watch. You guys should watch her too. Cass says, regarding self-esteem, I think the best thing I've ever done is put myself out in communities like this. Safe spaces where you get genuine guidance or grace. It made me more willing to share with people around me IRL. Oh, that's so sweet! That's so sweet, Cal. That's so sweet, Cass. My goodness, that's so sweet. Clifton says, use fact-based statements about yourself. Crazy as it sounds, but if you bridge the gap by stating out loud the things that you do well, it will help. It can be anything that you do. Well, anything you've done well throughout the day or in the past, it does make a difference. Fact-based statements. Wait, I like that. That's really good advice. See, guys, this is why I love hosting this podcast, because you guys learn a lot from each other, and I learn a lot from you personally. I learn a lot from you guys, too. Elena, I'm glad that you're having a really good day so far. I'm pretty excited for the Pokemon news, and I didn't know that it was coming. Stream has been so great. We have a monthly podcast where people can ask for advice. People can also ask for people can share like with a theme and then also give some encouragements. So that's what we've been talking about right now. If you have any advice about self-esteem, Elena, we'd love to hear it. Basically, this anonymous as saying like, oh, I feel like I get really hit, like my self-esteem gets hit really easily. What do I do to not let it? And chat has been given some really great advice. The Mallows have been given some really good advice. Cass says, the other important thing is... What is this? The other important thing... Oh, why can't I look up? Ah. Wah. Okay, hold on. Whoop. Cass says, the other important thing is when you're being a perfectionist, you can compare yourself globally to people of all walks and talent levels. But when you're evaluating your worth, you have to think about yourself within your own space. I'm probably not the best guitar teacher. I'm not Volkswagen after all. Good callback, Cass. I'm not Volkswagen after all. But there's a lack of them in my area and I hold an important role. So if I were to go to the community, the community would be worse off, even if I was half as good. Oh, I love that. Next one says, these things are always so cool because just by numbers, there will be people that will understand what the feeling is. Yeah, I hope that people can relate, to a lot of the things that you say. I'm not the best advice givers, but I don't have to be the best advice giver because you have each other to give advice to each other, And that's what I want this to be about. Like, it can't just be sinarynn sitting over here and giving advice. You guys can also give advice because I know you guys are very wise. Cass says, you can enjoy your impact on those around you and still strive for more. Clifton says, another really good thing to do is to try to identify triggers. So if it would be something about work that you heard or you start feeling bad about, or I don't know, any kind of trigger, maybe social media. But if you can identify what those triggers are, you can ready yourself emotionally, distance yourself from them just by recognizing what they are. Wait, I love that. Recognizing your triggers. That's so important, Clifton. It's really tough to do, but it's a very important skill to have. Elena says, I think I just like to surround myself with people who uplift. I also always uplift others as a streamer and a friend to some. I'm always happy to see people doing well. Yee! I know this about you. I am such a testament to your kindness, Elena. You are so incredibly kind. But there you go. There you have it. So here's some things that you can do. Think about whether or not you can. I'm just going to summarize what chat essentially says, right? Think of yourself as a child, right? Is it something that you would consider saying to a younger version of yourself? If it's not, then don't do it, right? Don't do it. Don't say bad things to yourself. Number 2, surround yourself with people that love you. Number 3, think about your place in the world. Like, where do you position yourself? You are doing good things, more than you probably realize. And you need to focus on that too. Think about the good things that you do. Love this. Thank you for the advice, Mallows. That's so very sweet. Silence and tranquility can be one of your worst enemies if you let your thoughts spiral too much. Boy, if that's not the truth. We managed to get a little peek. Someone managed to come in, but unfortunately, I am going to close the responses here. This is my last one, okay? This is from Salmon. Hi, Salmon. Salmon would like to thank his best friend. She's so happy to share the things that she loves, be it music or anime, and has to be nothing but supportive when it comes to the things that I'm passionate about. So I have so much gratitude growing up these past few years knowing her, and for putting up with how noisy and zoomy I am. Yes, Salmon, we put up with you a lot. I'm just kidding. We love you, Salmon. Thank you for sharing your gratitude with us. I hope your bestie knows how much you cherish her because it seems really, really sweet. Salmon has some questions. We have some advice. How do you give gifts to people that insist on them not taking anything, but you know that they absolutely deserve it and you're doing it because you love them? Oh. Ooh, how do you give gifts to people? In my opinion, in order for someone to not refuse a gift, to me, it has to, like, if the someone you're talking about is someone that pretty much has everything, I would give them something that they could use, something useful, a pen, a nice note. Because a nice note is a gift, surprisingly. Food, things that they can't really refuse. If they really don't want to take a nice note, I don't think they like you that much. That kind of stinks. Nobody would reject a nice note. That's what I think. So if you really want to give this person a gift, either get something that they really need or give them the gift of words. Nobody will resist the gift of words. Chaotic German, hi, it's good to see you. We love being chaotic in here. Gianna also, hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Joe Mama, hi Mama, how are you? Hi Mama, it's good to see you, Mama. Anybody else has advice? What would you do to gift someone that has like a hard time accepting gifts? Because it's tough, it's tough. It's tough to accept gifts from people. Handmade stuff, wait, that's such a great idea. Handmade stuff. Handmade stuff is always good. You know? Alright, hello, we're currently thinking of gifts. What would you give someone that refuses to get any gifts? If the person you're thinking of is like a VTuber, I know VTubers will always love getting art commissioned of them, speaking from my own experience. I would never say no to people gifting me art, you know? But I do prefer things like kind words. You know, I'm a big words of affirmation girly, so I love it when people give me like something nice to say. If they say something nice about me, I'll think about them. Joe Mama, that's a really good point too. You can always just like put them in their bags and leave. Coffee is a nice one, something food, you know. You know. Small gifts that might have a certain meaning to the receiver. I love that. That's a good gift. Usually people don't want gifts because the feel of owing us. Like, yeah, I agree. I do think that like people feel like they owe someone something if they get a gift, which is so silly. But if it's something like that, then you can always give them a nice note, you know? A nice note, I think, is always like the best gift that you can give someone. Polar says, say some shit like, I made this myself for you. You're just a butthole if you refuse at that point. That's true. Can you imagine getting a gift, like refusing a gift when someone made them so hard for you? Yeah, handwritten gifts. I want to draw Sina one day. I want art of us one day, Elena. Send me your thing. I want to get art of us. I think it'll be cute. Oh, Clifton, that's such a great note. Can you ask him to hold the gift for you? Wait, that's so funny. That's so funny. Hey, can you hold this? It's actually a gift for you. Surprise! Art says another idea is you can give a gift that allows them to reciprocate immediately, like playing a game together. Ooh, that's another really good advice. I like that, Art. That's really good advice. I have to head out fixing to go cut up the tree that fell. Be careful, past. Please take care. Someone in the community recently like hurt their leg. I think twisted their ankle because they're fixing something. So be careful, okay? Seth says a funny gag item would be I made this myself with love and it's a generic store-bought item all for the laughs. Wait, I'd love that. That's so funny. I think that'd be so hilarious if you do that, honestly. I love that. There you go, Salmon. Lots of advice for you. I hope that helps. Ooh, some encouraging words from Salmon is, please be cringe when expressing your love for yourself and others. It means so much to those that receive it in their worst of times. I agree. Be cringe. But at least when you're cringe, you're free. And let me tell you right now, I just want y'all to be free. Be cringe and be free. Man, that was so awesome. That was such a good end to our Hello Mallows for this month. I cannot believe that I talked for 2.5 hours. You guys, thank you for just thank you for participating in this month's Hello Mallows. It makes me so very, very happy to see that a lot of people are still keen on being part of it. We are going to continue our party one last time because apparently there is news for Pokemon Day and it's already started. So, without further ado, we're gonna go watch. Thank you for squeezing in my submission. Of course, no worries, no worries. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's my gremlin sounds. I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed this month's Hello Mallows. I cannot wait for next month. Next month's Hello Mallow, and we're gonna go check it out. I haven't seen the Pokemon Park. Wait, I'm so excited for this. Okay, all right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Is it started? Oh, thank God. Thank God. We haven't started yet. They're just rambling right now. We're rambling. Where's Sinarynn? Where did I go? There we go. Hi. Thank you so much for this episode of Hello Mellows. No worries. Thank you for participating. I appreciate it. Game music collection? Wait, what the heck? Okay, I know I'm late, you guys. I'm just gonna let the player run. I'm so sorry that we're not like at the premiere. Chris Brown. They have a Pokemon Center to heal your plushies if you bring it. Okay, this is about like World Champion. I don't really care about World Champion. Pokemon training game. Okay, we didn't miss much. We didn't miss much. This is all just about the World Champion. While, can you guys hear, by the way? Is this okay? W Podcast? Yay! I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Can't wait for scalpers to get their hands on the Game Boy thing and flip them for 10K. Oh, don't remind me, Kath. And Seth, I'm gonna be so sad if that's the case. Thank you, Chaotic German, for the lurk. We appreciate it. Alright, we haven't missed much. This is just about the Pokemon Worlds, which is very exciting, but we haven't missed much in terms of games. I want to go to the Pokemon Park. Let's go hold hands in the Pokemon Park. Oh, this is pretty. That's pretty. It's so expensive to go to San Francisco right now. I wish I could go. I'm sad. Yeah, San Francisco. Pokemon trading game where scalpers come together. Yeah, Pokemon Worlds this year is in San Francisco, August 28th. I will not be available because I can't just fly from Indonesia to go to Pokemon Worlds. It really does suck though. It's only in moments like these where I wish I had like a normal job, so that way I can like go to all these cool events, you know. All right, here we go. Cool. 30 years of Pokemon. Crazy. Can't believe it's been 30 years. That's crazy. We're neighbors? Well, hello, neighbor. How's it going? What's this now? Go to Kalos! Go to Kalos! Go to Kalos! Fudge! I cannot speak Kalos. Okay, I'm downloading Pokemon version today. Pokemon Go. I'm gonna download Pokemon Go tonight. What is this? Wait, what is this? Oh, Pokemon Masters EX. Okay. Whoa! Oh my god, our population of Filipino Mallows are growing. Oh, is this Pokemon Cafe? Cafe Remix, of course. Oh, so cute. So cute. like this game. I just can't really get into it. Maybe I should try. Maybe I'll play it for my Nintendo Switch. Have a good one, Chaotic German. Oh, they got some really good updates. Pokemon Sleep, everybody. Pokemon Sleep. Again, I'm not someone that has their phone on in their like bedroom when it's sleeping time. So this is not something that I would need. But if you want Pokemon Sleep, if you want Mew, gotta get them now. Begins tonight. Let's go. Pokemon Unite. Whoa. Whoa. Wait, I want to play Pokemon Unite again. That's fun. Especially if you can just get them for free. That's fun. All right, everybody hop on Pokemon Unite. Let's go play. Oh, is this a Pokemon card game? Should I get back into it? I honestly just want to collect Pokemon cards when I play this game. Ooh. Ooh, log in now to get those. I feel like there's nothing really like interesting for me at the very least because I'm not a mobile gamer. Wait! Pokemon XD Gale of Good Darkness! Wait, that is exciting for me! Wait, can we play it on the Switch now? Whoa, hold on a second. Wait, this might be it for me. Because I've always wanted to try playing this game, but I've never had a chance to. Let's go! It's coming to Nintendo Switch GameCube. Okay, thinking. It's a lot of money though for an Indonesian. Hello! Mm-hmm. Woo! See you later, Seth. Have a good one. That's awesome. Wait, that's so cool. What's Pokemon Champions? Yeah, we got official remakes coming up soon. Oh, I was just about to ask what Pokemon Champions is. What is this? Interesting. Is it a phone game? A Switch game? It can be both? Okay, what's going on? The Pokemon stream crashed on Twitch. That's crazy. Looks like it's just, yes, it's centered around competitive Pokemon battles. I'm gonna be real, it's not really my cup of tea. But if you enjoy battling, this might be your thing. It is cool though. Ooh, later this year. The mom and dad also being champions. Wait, that's so funny. Pokemon ZA is getting a DLC. See you later, Cass. Have a good one. Have a good one. Thank you for being here. And thank you for your lovely, lovely message in the podcast. I haven't played this title yet because it's so expensive. Maybe I'll consider buying it later. I don't know. Polar Bear says, what's crazy is the mom and dads being champions are believable since Pokemon has been around for that long. Right? Right? We have like kids whose parents played Pokemon now, which is crazy to me. I was talking to one of the parents in my school, and they played Pokemon as like a teenager, which is nuts. But yeah, I unfortunately don't know anything about this because I haven't played CA yet, but I really, really want to. Ooh, Mega Garchomp is coming. New Mega Garchomp, love it. I feel so old. There's so many Pokemon that I don't recognize anymore. Oh my god. Clifton says, when I was a kid, they actually banned Pokemon in schools. My school banned Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm right there with ya. I'm right there with ya. Ooh. Wait, that's awesome. Wait, should I buy? Should I really want to play Pokemon X or Pokemon ZA. Pokopia! Wait, this is the one that I'm so excited for. Guys, I am so hyped. It's coming in a week. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh my god. I am excited for this. What is going on? Ooh. Ow! DJ Rotom. Wait, that's so cool. You can play older titles? Yeah, Ditto is a human. Pokopia! How do you cook? Huh? What is going on? Wait, what is going on? A greedent appeared. Chef Dente, so cute. Oh my god, you can cook in this game too. Wait, I'm obsessed. Wait! You can play games in this game? You can play prop hunt. You can play prop hunt with your friends. Wait, that's crazy. You can build together? So this is like Minecraft, but Pokemon. Whoa! Wait, I'm so hyped for this! It's like Animal Crossing, Minecraft, Tomodachi Life, Pokemon all combined into one. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. Animal Crossing, Minecraft, Tomodachi Life, Pokemon. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to take off work for a mental health day so that way I can just play a bunch of Pokemon. Pokopia. That's it? Oh. What is it? Is Pokemon Resort coming back? That was Lumiose. I don't know why I'm so suspicious. Oh my god, it's a little Pikachu! Is it Pokemon Resort? Do we have Pokemon Resort back? Stop, shut the front door. That's so cute. What is this? What is that? Wait, it's so cute. Mom and Dad Pikachu? Game Freak, I am so very suspicious of you. I am so incredibly suspicious. Oh, here we go. What? What? Whoa, what is this? Dude, it looks so awesome! This is a different game. This is not Pokémon. I think this is a new gen game. What the flip? It's so gorgeous! My head hurts. Can someone explain to me what I'm looking at right now? Because it's so beautiful. What am I looking at? Why is it so gorgeous? New Pokemon! It's a new Pokemon gen! It's Gen 12! Oh my god, it's Gen 12! Oh my god, I see it! It's Gen 12! Oh my god, they're little guys! Oh my god, they're all little guys! That dog is so cute! That bird is so cute! Brout! Pombo! Pombo! Pombo, my love! Pombo, please, 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 Game Freak, please let him stay bipedal, not bipedal. Please, 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 Game Freak, please let him stay on all fours. Pombo, Pombo, my beloved. Pombo, my beloved. What is this? Pombo! Pokemon wins! Wins! Waves! Oh my god, she's not ugly, Turbo! 2027, guys, we can't kill ourselves yet, guys. We gotta stay alive until 2027, goddamn. Oh my god, is that it? Pombo! Pombo! Sorry for screaming your bloody head off. Needless to say, I'm very excited about Pombo. Pombo. Pombo is the love of my life. What the heck? I am so excited for Pombo. I will not talk about anything ever in my life. It's just Pombo from now on. I have no brains, only Pombo. All right, guys. Which one are you getting? Which one are you getting? Which one should we get? Pokemon Waves or Wins? Waves, Wins. Which one are y'all getting? I want to know. If you have to choose one, which one are you getting? Waves or Wins? Waves or Wins? Because I genuinely don't know. I don't know if I should choose Waves or Wins. They're both looking so great. It's looking so amazing. I'm so hyped. I'm so excited for Pombo, man. It's gonna be so freaking great. Wow. I am having a very great time watching that. That was so much fun. Wow. My god, I have to send you guys over to like the Pokemon girl of Twitch now that we're done here. My god, waves, I don't know which one I should get. Akira, it's good to see you. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the self-care check. Well, yeah, I'm also gonna be basing it off of legendaries. I'm kind of a wins girl, so I kind of want to go wins, but it's getting to me. Shadow, you missed the new Pokemon game? Well, don't you worry. My reaction was basically just me screaming, so you didn't miss anything from my end. It's great. It looks amazing. I hope it stays amazing. I know Pokemon has a tendency to make their trailers look gorgeous, and then the games look a little bit So I will withhold judgment. I am very excited about Pombo. And I cannot frickin' wait. All right, I'm gonna head out now, and I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna send you guys over to someone else. I'm gonna send you guys over to Nimbly. Nimbly is like my girl. She's my girl. She's an amazing Pokemon streamer as well, and I know she's currently reacting to the Pokemon Day, so I genuinely cannot wait for you to check her out. If you haven't already, come take a peek over in our Discord so that way you don't miss out on next stream. Our next stream is going to be on Sunday, I think. Find me across the universe. And again, thank you so very much for a wonderful Hello Mallows session. It's been awesome to see you guys. I hope you enjoyed the ad read, by the way. I cannot wait to make more ad reads in the future in the next one. Anyway, we're gonna go send hello over to Nimbly. But yeah, again, I hope the advice that I gave you makes sense. That's all that I can hope for. All right? All right, drop in a bunch of emotes in chat. We are going to make sure we send all the love over to Nimbly. Shall we? Let's go! Goodbye to chat, goodbye. Goodbye to chat, goodbye. Goodbye to you, goodbye to me. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye. Everybody, have a good rest. I will see you guys all very soon. Have fun with Nimbly, okay? See you soon. Bye-bye.